What's going on, Internet? It's Nick from Sick Till Death, bringing you another episode of Behind the Screen. In this episode, I'm be showing you and setting up my stream setup. So, we basically stream our game from my living room / office. I like to call it the lair. So, I'm going to basically give you a rundown of all the gear and tech that I use, and then you're going to see me setting up some things, whether it be boom mics, cameras. I have a few cameras to set up, but I guess first I should show you kind of like the rundown, right? So basically you're going to have this camera that I'm filming with, that's going to be facing over here. Don't mind any of this. Then we have this Logitech, which is going to be facing these two chairs. The GoPro that I have right there, that is our battle or combat cam. And then I have my Panasonic, which is my big boy right here. That is going to be over here facing me. That's like the DM cam, right? So on top of that, I have two booms, boom mic, shotgun mics, if you will. One boom that kind of splits off to two to capture the audio on the table. And then I have the Yeti right there. Now, that runs to a USB, which then the shotguns also run to this USB mixer there. And from there, I have a pretty cool contraption that runs a USB signal over Cat 5, Cat 6, or Ethernet cable, essentially. And that shite. That's this right here. So I have a spare one of these. I may show you what it looks like just to give you a better understanding. But basically, you see the Ethernet port blinking there. That runs to my streaming PC, which is off there in the distance. And that basically allows me to use the Logitech USB mixer with the two mics hooked up to it, my Blue Yeti USB mic, and I have, for the GoPro, I have this HD60. The GoPro runs to that via HDMI, but then the USB goes to that USB extender. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so this technology basically works with two parts, right? You have the receiving end, which is just a Cat 6 and the good old chunky USB port. And then you have the transmitter end, which is 4 USB ports and the Ethernet cable. So this one with the 4 ports is the one that you saw under the table. I have one near my streaming PC. That's this one that just has the USB and the Cat 5 input. That goes to my streaming PC, and it basically sends all the USB signals to that streaming PC so I can run all my audio and the Elgato HD60S through my streaming PC and OBS, right? basically that's it. And the only other thing that you may not have seen in previous episodes, you know, episode 1 I told you about the hues. I do have these cool table lights or LED strips that kind of run under the table. Just adds a little bit of panache, if you will. I also have this. So if you watched last episode...
What?
Honey!
Wow.
Are you kidding
Really?
me? You just ruin it every time. I'll see you at home.
Well, wait a second.
If you watch that episode, you'll see that I added that kind of walkway piece. I don't know what you want to call it, but I had like spare scraps of silk that I essentially just cut up in 3 pieces. I may, it's too, I truly don't think we're gonna get to it tomorrow, so that's why I don't really give a fuck. But if we don't get to it tomorrow and it happens in the following session, I may add a curtain of some sort. Alright, but enough of me talking shit. I am going to get set up with the stream. I guess we're just gonna run this camera. It'll probably be easier that way. Probably gonna see me setting up the boom mics first and then set up the cameras. I may even get on the computer and show you what my OBS looks like. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so boom mic is done. Now we have to set up the cameras. Shouldn't take too long. I already have this one pretty much set up. And then if you look here, I have that cable going all the way to my streaming PC. So I have that SDI cable. It goes to a Blackmagic capture card that has an SDI input. And then this camera that I'm talking to right now, I have that HDMI cable. Plug that into the HDMI port here, and that goes to a cam link that is hooked up to one of my USB 3 ports on my streaming PC. I guess the only real thing that I need to do is test everything. I like to do a test even though it technically should work, but it's always good to do a test run. So I am going to set up that camera first. No, I'm going to set up this camera first and record it with that camera. See, this is crazy, I have to do this, but it's what I got to do. So yeah, I'm going to set up this camera first. I'll get you guys in a minute. Okay, so pretty much everything is set up. I am looking at my screen here. I have the OBS, the screen that I run OBS on. I'm capturing that, and for the sake of not giving everyone vertigo, I put my face cam over the preview window, because if not, you get that weird double mirror effect in OBS. With that said, I'm gonna basically show you some things. You know, if you look down here, I have like desk full screen, Logitech full screen, break scene, that's the one I was just telling you about, battle cam full scene. So I have those so I can then crop them into the layouts that you see when you watch the stream or the VOD, right? So the RP one has, you know, the camera elements, the USB microphone, obviously. I need to fix the Logitech because it's all lopsided. You'll see like I have the names here of like my players, because that's kind of how I separate what's what. And then, you know, I'm pretty, I don't want to say anal, but I'm pretty anal when it comes to naming things. So like I have the name of the camera, the input that it's going to, all of that stuff like listed in the name that you see down here in the sources. I could do a whole episode on OBS and how to do cool things with OBS. That's not really why we're here. We're here to show you the stream setup. And I guess bringing you into OBS was a fail on my part, because you're not going to get to see the full scope of things, right? Either way, that's probably going to do it for me. I hope you guys got something out of this. At least you get to see like how the stream is set up and just kind of what goes on behind the scenes, or the screen, if you will, when I'm setting up the stream, because I'm a DIY dungeon master in the sense of I like to paint and build things for the game. Kind of a DIY dungeon master in the terms of streaming our game as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you stuck with me till the end, I appreciate it. Please drop a like, it helps the channel a lot. Oh, tune into the stream. It's on twitch.tv, links are in the description below. And if you can't catch the stream, the VODs are coming out on this YouTube channel as well, so subscribe for future content. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.